Now, before the vacation, as we discussed, we were discussing with the lecture module 3. So as usual, I'll ask you if you have any queries, you're free to ask me. Anybody?
Sir, before that, lateral students have joined.
Okay,
So, will you? I would give them the first chance to ask you the doubts
fair enough.
about the
Fair
topics
enough.
which had been taught till date.
Okay, now the issue is, Proshun, let's go it in this way. We have, I have circulated 3 lecture modules, am I right? Now,
Yes, sir.
today we are supposed to discuss about the third lecture module. I understand that the lateral students who were there, they couldn't participate in the discussion sessions for lecture modules 1 and 2. Am I right? What
Yes,
I
sir.
can do is, I can set up a separate time with them and with any other students who want to join to browse over lecture modules 1 and 2. I think that will be better. Then this class will focus only on lecture module 3. Is that okay?
Okay, sir.
At the end of the class, we'll have a discussion and we can come up with some slot specifically for the lateral students, but not restricted to them. Anybody of you want to join, you are also welcome. Then we can have a revision of lecture modules 1 and 2. Let's go about in this way. Is this acceptable to all? Is this
Yes,
plan
sir.
okay with everybody?
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
fine.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay, now, so let's come back to module 3. So if you have any queries, please ask me. I believe I have not given you the problem sheet of module 3. Have I given it?
Sir, I guess
Roshan?
not.
Yeah. Okay. So after today's class, the first thing I'll do is I will hand you over the problem sheet of module 3 along with module 4 so that we can carry on our discussion subsequently. Is this clear? Okay. So lecture module 3. Any queries, please?
Sir,
Anybody?
I'm not
Yes.
able to completely understand the difference or the types of rotational flow and irrotational flow. I'm not able to understand those two concepts.
Okay. Rotational and irrotational flow. Okay, fine. Let me just note these down. Anybody else with any problems? One is rotational and irrotational flow. Anybody else? Any other problems? Let me first hear the topics.
Sir, I have another doubt.
Sir,
Yeah.
Difference between your local or temporal acceleration and advective acceleration.
Okay. Just 1 second. Rotational and irrotational flow, temporal and advective acceleration.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Next. Anybody else?
sir,
Sir, I have a problem with vortex
continuity equation
shading.
One of you speak. Orno first.
Sir, I have a problem with vortex shading.
Vortex shedding.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Vortex shedding. That's interesting. Okay. Who else?
sir,
Yes, Jyotirup.
কন্টিনিউটি ইকুয়েশনের ওই মানে ওই ফার্স্ট ইকুয়েশনটা ঠিকঠাক বুঝতে পারছি না আর কি, মানে দ্য দ্য রেট অ্যাট হুইচ দ্য মাস এন্টার্স ওই
Okay.
জায়গাটা, ওই জায়গাটা ঠিকঠাক বুঝতে
Continuity. Okay. Continuity equation. Okay. Anybody else? Anybody else, please? Nobody has any other questions? Yes,
Sir,
Ovi?
what is the Strouhal number?
Strouhal number.
Yes, sir, Strouhal number.
Okay. Fine. Anybody else? Anybody else? Ovi, where did you encounter Strouhal number?
Sir, in module 3.
Oh, in module 3, the vortex shading behind the cylinder there, right?
Yes, sir, it is at the last page, last para.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. Anybody else?
I think you had told us to look after at till slide number 21, sir.
Up to slide number 21 was before the vacation. After the vacation, I expected the entire module would be looked up into.
Okay.
Okay. Anybody else?
Sir,
Any questions? Yes,
Sir,
Ovi.
in the section about one-dimensional flow, I'm not
Yeah.
able to understand the diagram which is under the one-dimensional flow section.
Understood. Okay. 1D diagram. Fair enough. Anything else? So we've got quite a number of topics. Anybody else wants to say anything? Fine. Then what I'll do is, as usual, I will share the slides and initiate the discussion. Is this okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay, fine. So let's go about it. Okay. So can all of you see the slides?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. Just 1 second, please. হ্যাঁ বলো। আচ্ছা শোনো, আমি একটা ক্লাসের পরে I'll call back. Okay. Let me check where you guys were asking. Okay, displacement velocity. Okay, fine. Let's start with this slide. Because somebody was having some problem with the temporal and additive acceleration. Who was it who asked this question? Temporal and additive?
Me, sir. Me, sir.
you
Abhi
have to-
Viswas.
Ovi. Okay, Ovi, try to understand one thing. Let me just try to attach a pen with this. That will give us some help. Just 1 sec. Give me 1 minute time, okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Uh, okay, Ovi, can you see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Now, let us consider a two-dimensional body. Something like this. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Now, say this body, after a period of time delta t, comes over here. So this is the x direction. Do you agree that all points in the body have a velocity in the x direction? That is why it is moving.
Yes, sir.
So if this displacement is delta x, what is the acceleration of the body? It is delta x by delta t in the, what is the velocity of the body? Delta x by delta t in the limit t tending to delta t tending to 0. Do you all agree?
Yes, sir.
Now, say, consider another case. A body which has a velocity in this direction of 5 meters per second at some instant of time in the x direction. At some other instant of time, this body has a velocity of 10 meters per second. It is in the x direction only. Do you agree that this body has an acceleration in the x direction?
Yes, sir.
Now tell me one thing, Obi. Consider 2 points. One is this point, another is this point. After displacement, the points come here and here. What will be, say the first point is A, the second point is B. The first point takes a position A prime, the second point takes a position B prime. What will be the acceleration of A point A as it moves to A prime? Say the time interval is 2 seconds. So what is will be the average acceleration of point A?
2.5, sir.
5 meter per second is the change in velocity over a time of 2. So 2.5 meter per second squared. Do you agree?
Yes, sir.
What will be the acceleration of point B?
Sir, same.
Same. What will be the acceleration of any arbitrary point here, which comes here?
2.5 second meter per
2.5.
second square.
So what you are basically telling me is that all the points in this body have the same acceleration in the x direction. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. All right. Consider another case. Same body. All right. At any
Yes, sir.
instant of time, I'm not talking about any change in time now. At any instant of time, say 9 o'clock in the morning, say point A has a velocity here of 10 meters per second, and point B has a velocity here. Say this is point A, this is point B. It has a velocity here of 5 meters per second. Possible?
Yes, sir.
In the first case, in this case, all the points had the same velocity. Before 2 seconds, all the points had the same velocity after 2 seconds. In the second case, at any instant of time, the points have got different velocities. Do you agree?
Yes, sir.
Consider a fluid particle that migrates from point B to A. Will it be accelerated or decelerated?
It should be accelerated. No, I'm not sure about that, sir.
If a fluid particle moves from point B to at point A, its velocity will increase or decrease? Increase.
Increase, sir.
Velocity will increase, sir. Yes.
So there will be some acceleration associated with increase in velocity. Rather, you may look at it in this way. A fluid particle suddenly has an increased velocity. So some force must have been acting on it. Otherwise, why will the velocity increase? There has to be some momentum change. Agreed? Without any momentum change, you cannot have any change of velocity. Do you all agree with that?
Yes, sir.
So if there is a momentum change associated with migration of a fluid particle from B to A, that means there is some acceleration associated with migration of fluid particles from one point to another. In the first case, if any fluid particle migrated from this point to this point, there would have not been any momentum change. Do you agree?
Yes, sir.
In this case, it will be. So, this also gives rise to an acceleration or deceleration or change in velocity. Why? Because different parts of the fluid have got different velocities. In the first case, all the parts of the fluid had the same velocity. In the second case, different points in the fluid can have different velocities. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Now, just look at the line AB. If this is the velocity profile, then after some time, the point A will come here, A prime. Over the same instant of time, point B will come half the distance, B prime. Agreed? Because
Yes.
B has a lesser. So the fluid shape will get deformed like this. Is this clear as it moves?
Yes, sir. Understood.
But the first case, there will be no deformation. The first case is a case which is also loosely called as solid body motion of a fluid. See, for a rigid solid body, as it moves, it does not deform. Am I right? So all the points on the solid body, they have the same velocity. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
And there you consider acceleration only the change of the velocity over the change of time. That is good enough to calculate acceleration for a rigid solid body. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
But in case of a fluid, as the fluid moves, it also deforms. So the delta U is attributed both as an increment of time as well as an increment of space. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
The first one leads to the temporal acceleration or local acceleration. The second one leads rise to the spatial or convective or advective acceleration. Now, if you go back to the slide, it won't be difficult to follow. Let me go back to the slide now. Just one sec. Okay. Now, your any velocity u is a function of the three space coordinates x, y, z as well as time. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Remember, in a rigid solid, velocity is not a function of x, y, and z. Why? Because for a rigid solid, if it moves, all the particles in that solid will have the same velocity. So there is no distribution of velocity in space. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
In case of a solid, u is only a function of time. But in case of a deformable fluid, u can be a function of space as well as time. So any change of u by laws of partial differentiation will have its components due to space variation as well as time variation. If I divide, I get this. Now, for a solid, if you look carefully, since u is not a function of x, y, z, this del u, del x, del u, del y, del u, del z are all zero. So you are left only with du dt. So in solid, we calculate acceleration as du dt. In fluid, we have del u, del t plus the spatial variation. Okay?
Yes, sir. Understood.
The spatial variation is called the convective acceleration part, whereas the time variation is called the spatial acceleration part. Is this clear?
Yes, sir. Understood, sir.
Obi, have I answered your question?
Yes, sir. I have understood this now.
Okay, okay. Now let's see what else we can do. Okay, somebody else was asking me about uniform. In one-dimensional flow, somebody was not understanding the diagram.
Yes, sir. It was me again.
Okay, which diagram?
The diagram of the one-dimensional flow.
Uniform 1, 2, and 3. Yeah.
The first one, sir.
Yeah. If you look at this particular geometry, who is this asking? May I know the name, please?
Sir, it's me, Avi Biswas.
Oh, Obi again. See, Obi, if you look at the velocity profile, you can see velocity is a function of radius. Am I right? The first
Yes.
D that you see, the red one.
Yes.
This one. Okay. Now, if you move from position A to position B, the shape of the D does not change. Okay. Is this clear? So, if I consider any particular radius, the velocity does not change if you move along the direction of flow, along the x-axis, say. Is this clear?
Okay, sir.
Also, in a particular plane, which is a circle, if you move from one angle to another at a particular radius, the velocity does not change. So, at a particular section, you do not have any variation of velocity in the angular direction, in the theta direction. Is this clear?
Yes, sir. Clear.
But at a particular x location or z location, you can see the u changes with radius. It is maximum at r is equal to 0 and 0 at r is equal to r max. Do you get it?
Sir, can you repeat the last line?
At a particular location, say A location, the velocity varies with the radius. It is 0 at r is equal to capital R, and it is maximum at r is equal to 0. Do you agree? So, if you
Yes, sir.
consider an r theta z coordinate, where do we stand? U does not vary with theta. U does not vary with z. U only varies with r. Do you agree? So, it is a one-dimensional flow.
Okay, sir.
U depends
Understood.
only on one space coordinate, that is r. It is independent of z. It is independent of theta. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Is
Understood.
this okay? So 1D diagram over. Now let's see what else we have here. All right. Are the others following? I need some other responses.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. Somebody asked me about rotational and irrotational flow. Who was it who asked me, please?
Sir, it was me, Abhi Biswas again.
Okay. Obi has taken all the questioning slots. Okay. Rotational flow. Now see, in both the diagrams, left and right, do you agree that the fluid particle moves over a curved path?
Yes, sir.
But while in the first case, as the fluid particle moves, the fluid particle itself rotates about its center. Do you agree?
Okay, sir.
In the second
Understood.
case, as it moves, there is no rotation of the fluid particle about its center. That is irrotational flow. Clear?
Understood, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, somebody asked me about continuity equation. Okay. All right.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Who name?
Second slide, sir. জ্যোতিরূপ
এইটা
সরকার।
এইটা
হ্যাঁ,
বুঝতে পারছো না?
এখানে স্যার ওই
আচ্ছা I'll come to it. I'll come to it. আচ্ছা, can I take a break of just 1 minute? Somebody rang the bell. I'll just have to attend it. Just give me 1 minute time. Yes, Jyotirup, are you there? Jyotirup, are you there? Okay, so let's
Yes,
look
sir.
at this slide. Okay, let's go to the slideshow mode. All right. So we are trying to find out continuity equation at a point. Continuity equation deals with what, Jyotirup? It deals with conservation of what?
conservation of mass.
Right. Now, if we want to apply continuity equation at a point, the problem is a point does not have any volume, so it also does not have any mass. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
So what we do is we consider our point and we consider a differential volume around it, a very small volume of size delta x by delta y by delta z. Now, the point is at the center of this volume. Now, at this point, the velocity of the fluid particles at this point are u, v, and w in the x, y, z direction. So we'll separately try to constitute the conservation laws in the x direction, y direction, and z direction, and then add them up. Now we consider a central plane containing the point. Jyotirup, can you understand this?
Yes, sir.
বোঝা যাচ্ছে কি এটা?
সেন্ট্রাল প্লেন
আম-
মানে যেখানে
একটা
হ্যাঁ,
সেন্ট্রাল প্লেন যার ভেতরে এই পয়েন্টটা লাই করে।
ওকে স্যার
ওকে, সিন্স দিস ইজ আ সেন্ট্রাল প্লেন, তুমি বুঝতেই পারছো ইট ইজ লাইং মিডওয়ে ইনসাইড দিস ভলিউম, তাই তো? একদম
Sir,
মাঝামাঝি।
sir,
Yes, sir,
the
please.
sir, the plane is in a vertical way, sir. Can the plane be in a horizontal manner? This central plane.
If I consider the z axis, I'll consider a horizontal plane. No problem.
Yes.
I'm now considering
Okay,
the
okay.
mass
Oh,
mass
okay.
movement in the x direction. So I consider a plane perpendicular to the x direction. All right?
Okay.
বোঝা গেল?
Hmm.
Okay. So what is the volume flux that is crossing this plane now? At this point, the velocity is u in the x direction. Right? So density into velocity, that will give me the volume flux per unit area that is crossing this plane in the x direction. Is this clear? Rho into u. Clear to? কে বুঝতে পারছে না? কে বুঝতে পারছে না? কে বুঝতে পারছে না বলো, যদি কেউ বুঝতে, তাহলে আই অ্যাজিউম এভরিবডি ইজ আন্ডারস্ট্যান্ডিং। জ্যোতিরূপ কি বুঝতে পারছো?
ইয়েস স্যার ইট ইজ ক্লিয়ার
Okay. Now, if this is the volume flux here, a plane in the front surface of the cube, that plane is at a distance of plus delta x by 2 ahead of the central plane. Right? Central plane was midway. So the green plane is plus delta x by 2 ahead of the pink plane. So if I consider the volume flux here, it will be rho u plus change of rho u with x, that is del x of rho u into the actual change in x, that is delta x by 2. Jyotirup, is this clear?
মানে এটা অ্যাকচুয়ালি ওই ডেল্টা এম যেটা মানে
আমি ভলিউম ফ্লাক্সের রেট অফ মাস ফ্লাক্স, সরি ভলিউম না, মাস ফ্লাক্সের
হ্যাঁ
চেঞ্জ না, মাস ফ্লাক্স ইন দ্য গ্রিন প্লেন বার করলাম। এই ডেল এক্স রো ইউ ইন্টু ডেল্টা এক্স বাই 2টা হচ্ছে চেঞ্জ ইন ডেল্টা এম, আর প্লাস রো ইউটা হচ্ছে দ্য অ্যাকচুয়াল ডেল্টা এম। সিমিলারলি পেছনের প্লেনটা মাইনাস ডেল্টা এক্স বাই 2 তে আছে, সো ইট উইল বি রো ইউ মাইনাস ডেল এক্স অফ রো ইউ ইন্টু ডেল্টা এক্স বাই 2। আন্ডারস্টুড? তাহলে পেছনের অরেঞ্জ প্লেন থেকে যে মাসটা ঢুকছে ভলিউমে, আই অবটেন দ্যাট। সামনের গ্রিন প্লেন থেকে দ্য মাস দ্যাট ইজ লিভিং দ্য ভলিউম ইন দ্য এক্স ডিরেকশন, আই গেট দ্যাট। সো হাউ মাচ মাস ইজ রিটেন্ড? It is the difference between what is entering minus what is leaving. Do you agree? Is this clear? Whatever is entering from the back plane, the orange plane at the back, minus whatever is leaving from the green plane at the front, their difference will give me how much mass is retained inside the volume due to mass flow in the x direction. Do you agree?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
আর স্যার
Similarly, what? বলো।
স্যার প্লাস মাইনাস সাইনটা একটু বুঝতে অসুবিধা হচ্ছে, এইটা আরেকবার বলুন তো, এটা ঠিকঠাক গেট
আচ্ছা,
করতে পারবো।
সেন্ট্রাল প্লেনে ইট ওয়াজ রো ইউ, তাই তো?
ইয়েস স্যার
গ্রিন প্লেনটা সেন্ট্রাল প্লেনের থেকে কতটা ডিস্টেন্সে আছে?
প্লাস এক্স
প্লাস
এক্স বাই 2 মানে ডেল্টা এক্স
প্লাস ডেল্টা এক্স বাই 2।
2
তাহলে গ্রিন প্লেনের মাস ফ্লাক্সটা কত? সেন্ট্রাল প্লেনে হোয়াট এভার ইট ওয়াজ প্লাস the rate of change of mass flux in the x direction into the change in x direction. So it was rho u in the central plane plus change of mass flux was del x into rho u into the actual change into delta x by 2. তাই করে তুমি ফ্রন্ট প্লেনটা পেলে। Second, orange plane is behind, so it is minus delta x by 2. So again there it will be rho u plus del x of rho u into minus delta x by 2. তাই মাইনাস সাইনটা আসছে।
ওকে স্যার ক্লিয়ার ক্লিয়ার।
Similarly, y direction যখন আমি কনসিডার করব, I'll consider a central plane to which the y axis is perpendicular. When I consider the z direction, I'll consider a central plane to which the z axis is perpendicular. Is this clear to all? Is this clear to all? Somebody was asking, why did not I take a horizontal plane? When I consider the z direction, I'll have to take a horizontal plane. Is this clear?
Yes, sir, got it, sir.
So now the net, whatever is retained is this. That is the net rate of accumulation, and you get your continuity equation. Jyotirup, clear?
Clear, sir.
Okay. All right. So, okay. Strouhal number and vortex shedding. এই স্লাইডটা কি সকলে দেখতে পাচ্ছে?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
আচ্ছা. Who asked me about vortex shedding and Strouhal number?
Sir, I asked about vortex shedding.
Who is that?
Sir, I asked about the Strouhal number.
No, I cannot identify these eyes. You have to give me your names.
Aviv is first me, sir.
And who asked about vortex shedding?
Arnab Bhattacharjee, sir, about vortex shedding.
Acha. Arnab, this circular thing that you see is a cylinder. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. I think it's better I do something like this. বুঝতে সুবিধা হবে। আমি একটা ব্ল্যাঙ্ক স্লাইড নিয়ে করার চেষ্টা করছি। হ্যাঁ, আচ্ছা। Obi and who the other name, please? I forgot.
Arnab Bhattacharjee, sir.
Arnab. Okay, Arnab. Okay, Arnab and Obi, look at a scenario like this. Say I have a cylinder and I have a uniform flow of air flowing across it. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Now, for civil engineers, this is a structural issue because you can imagine this cylinder, long cylinder, to be a chimney on top of a factory shed. Is this clear? Which is
Yes, sir.
exposed to
Yes, sir.
which is exposed to wind gusts. Is this clear? Now,
Yes,
if
sir.
I take
Yes,
a
sir.
top view of this scenario, the cylinder will be a circle and the flow will come like this. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Let us look at the streamline pattern. For very small velocity or for laminar flow, this will go like this. This will almost rejoin at the back. This will go like this. No problem. You note laminar flow and turbulent flow, yes or no? At least you have got some idea.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, for low velocities for laminar flow, this is how it will go. For high or turbulent flow velocities, what will happen is this flow, it separates and it forms vortices like this. Vortices are whirlpools, okay? At the back also, it will form vortices like this. Now, what is mentioned in this figure is that you actually have a clockwise vortex shed followed by an anti-clockwise vortex. So alternatively, you will have a clockwise and then an anti-clockwise, a clockwise, then an anti-clockwise. Is this clear? So the section behind the chimney, it will be a collection of such alternative vortices. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Now,
Yes, sir.
this is called the von Karman vortex tree. Point number one. Point number two is, as the vortex are formed and they get detached from the cylinder experiences a small force due to momentum exchange. I'm not going into the mathematics of momentum exchange in vortex motions. That will be too complicated at this stage, but try to understand if a rotating mass of fluid suddenly gets detached from the body of the cylinder in turn experiences a force. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Sir,
Now-
due to lack of pressure, due to difference in pressure
Yes.
in the
Yes.
two sides.
Yes. Now, you must understand, when a clockwise vortex detaches and an anti-clockwise vortex detaches, the forces will be in reverse directions. From common sense, you should understand this. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, look at the poor cylinder. What does it experience? It experiences an alternating force field. Is this clear? Due to alternate clockwise and anti-clockwise vortex detachments. Is this clear? Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Sir, the force produced by both the whirlwinds will be in the same direction, no? Then how
No.
will it?
No.
How
It
will it
won't be in the same.
experience,
It won't be in the same direction. The clockwise vortex and the anti-clockwise vortex results into opposing force structures. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So the chimney experiences an alternating force field. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And it is the frequency of this vortex shedding that will decide on the frequency of the alternating force field. Agreed?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So basically, the chimney will experience a vibration. Agreed? Agreed? Due to
Yes,
this
sir.
alternating.
Yes, sir.
Now, if the frequency of this vibration matches with the structural frequency of the chimney, what will happen?
It will be in resonance.
There will be catastrophe. Chimneys crash. Understood? Understood.
Sir, what is
Yes, sir.
structural resonance of a chimney? Or
Let's call it the natural frequency of the chimney structure.
okay,
Is that okay?
yes.
Do you understand the danger? This is true not only for chimney, this is true for bridges. So, say the Hooghly Bridge, the second bridge, you have got those long structures. They may not be cylindrical, they may be of different geometries, but there also there will be vortex shedding. There also there will be structural vibration. There also the question of matching of the resonant frequency and the vortex shedding frequency arises. Do you agree?
Yes, sir.
So any engineer who is trying to design a long, elongated structure exposed to a flow stream of air must have an idea about the vortex shedding geometry and the vortex shedding frequencies. Is this clear? To give proper safety measures to the structure that he is erecting. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Is the vortex shedding part clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, what is Strouhal number? Strouhal number is a non-dimensional way of quantifying this shedding frequency. It is given by the frequency into the diameter of the chimney divided by the average velocity of flow. It is only a non-dimensional number. So when I say that this is the Strouhal number of the chimney, the designer immediately knows that this is the flow velocity, this is the frequency for my diameter size that is permitted. Is this clear? That gives you a safety range.
Sir, can you
Okay.
repeat the last line?
That gives you a safety range. The
The line
Strouhal
before
number
that.
is the Strouhal number. It gives the designer an idea that for the diameter that I am constructing, this is the permissible velocity and this is the permissible vortex shedding frequency in which the structure might be stable. Is this clear?
Okay, sir.
So, sir, it is more of a quantitative way to get the
Exactly.
idea regarding.
Absolutely. Strouhal number is a quantitative way of capturing the phenomenon of vortex shedding behind structures. Understood?
Yes, sir, understood.
Okay. So at least the questions that has been posed to me, I have tried to answer all of them. Anybody else has got any other questions?
Sir, what is the difference between streamline and path line?
A path line is a trajectory of the path that is traced by a fluid particle. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
So in a flowing fluid, if you leave a cork, the cork will follow a path line. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
A streamline is an imaginary line. It is drawn in such a way so that at every point, if you draw the tangent, the velocity of the fluid will be along the tangential direction at that point. Is this clear?
Okay.
Okay. Anybody else?
Sir, isn't this property also same for path lines? If we draw a tangent at the point of a path line, the velocity should also be like
Who,
the tangent.
who told you? A fluid particle on a path line can have two components of velocity. It always moves in the resultant direction. In a streamline, you can have only velocity along the line. You cannot have a velocity normal to the line because it is always tangent to it. What's the
Okay,
point?
sir. Okay, sir.
Okay. Anybody else? Okay. So what I'll do is I will circulate the problem sheet and module 4 by this evening. And Proshun, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So how many lateral students do we have in this class?
You can consider till 9 to 10.
9. Okay. So when will be the right time for them to interact with me? Say 7 p.m. on Saturday. Will that be okay?
We have to ask the lateral students.
So Proshun, do me a favor.
Okay.
Why don't you take 1 day time, talk with them, and if it's 7 p.m. this Saturday is acceptable to them, then you let
Okay.
me know. Then I can set up a meeting on 7 p.m. On the Saturday. Is this clear?
Actually, sir, excuse me, I'm Niloy.
Yes, Neela.
Yes, sir. I'm telling that, sir, for section B2, the teacher who teaches us engineering drawing generally takes a class on Saturday evening.
I see.
So the lateral students belonging from B2 will have problem joining a class from 7
Okay.
on Saturday.
Another alternative time is say around 11 a.m. on Saturday morning.
That can be
That schedule has been booked by DC sir of structural
Oh,
mechanics.
yeah, we already have a class on Saturday. Actually, we don't have a holiday on Saturday, no.
That's understood. Then. Okay.
Evening of any other day will be fine, sir, because we don't have
Sir,
any other
tomorrow
classes for
evening.
B2.
Tomorrow is Friday. No, tomorrow evening I'll be busy. Saturday evening was okay with me. Okay, Proshun, give me
Sir.
1 day time.
Sir,
Yeah.
let me talk with sir. Okay, NRM sir. So if sir allows for this week, so will it be for this week only or it will continue?
No, this week only because we'll have
Also-
1 day discussion for modules 1 and 2 only.
Okay, sir. So let me talk with sir. I think sir will allow for 1 week.
Okay,
So
let
you
me
can
know
have
then
the
by
class on
tomorrow.
Saturday.
Fine.
I
Saturday
will let
evening
you know
you
by
are saying.
today only. I will let you.
Saturday
let you know by
evening you are
today.
saying. Saturday
Yes, sir.
evening you are saying, Neela, right?
Yes, sir,
Okay,
yes,
fine,
yes, sir.
fine. That's great.
I will
That's great.
update you in the group.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, sir. And
Or
sir,
you can send me a personal WhatsApp also if you want.
messages. Okay. And sir,
Okay.
one thing to add, sir, 2 or 3 of the lateral students' contact number we have not received yet, and they have not been contacted also. Means the authority also don't have the contact details. We just have their name, but no such details have been given to
No
us.
email also.
Nothing, sir.
So why don't you talk with your departmental teachers if they can
Sir,
help you?
we have talked with the HOD of our department. He also said the same thing, that he also till now don't have the contact details.
I guess then we really can't help it because we have no other alternative, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
We have to live
So
with
we
it.
can. Okay, we can continue with the rest of the students.
I think that's what option we are left with.
Ah.
Once they join, they can individually contact me if they have any troubles.
sir.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay then. I'll
Okay, sir.
circulate the module 4 and the problem sheet by this evening. Next Wednesday, 7 p.m. we'll have our class, right? Is that okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay then.
And
Okay
sir,
then.
and sir,
Yeah.
sir,
Yes,
sir,
Aradhu.
regarding the mid-sem tests which are going on, when there will be the test for the fluid mechanics.
See, for that I'll have to talk with Professor Probit De, who is taking the other section. I'll let you know well in advance. Don't worry about that.
Okay, sir.
Sir,
Okay.
up to which module will it be? The
Yes,
test?
sir, that is right.
That is important, is it? I've forgotten. Let me check. Just give me 1 minute time. Just 1 sec. I think module 6, as far as I remember now. Okay. We are halfway through. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Sir,
Okay,
next
so
class we will do module 4
next
or the
class,
question papers.
let me go through module 4 a bit. Probably we'll do the problem sheet and a part of module 4. Okay.
Sir, will
Okay,
Saturday
sir.
class be exclusive for the lateral students, or we can also join?
Niloy, I already said everybody is welcome.
Okay, sir.
But the point is, till what time is your semester? Do you have any calendar for
Sir,
that?
sir,
From
till
December we are having the semesters.
mid of December.
We
Till
have
mid
time
of
till mid of December. So before semester, I think we have 1 or 2 weeks study leave. So before that, the time limit.
All right. I think we have sufficient time. Fair enough. Okay then. Goodbye today.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Bye bye, everybody.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
sir.
sir.
Bye, sir.
Yeah. Sure.
Thank you, sir.